physics, one of the important derivation related to how to find out the potential of a dipole at a particular distance r. Now before going to start the derivation, you have to be very clear about one is trigonometric formula, other is the binomial expansion or binomial distribution. If you have clarity of these two, then it's very easy for the derivation because you already know that the potential at any point, what is the formula? Vp equal to kq by r. So just you need to apply this formula and you need to do the simplification. So let's start. Say what is your cosine law? For example, this is your triangle A, B, C. This is basic thing I am telling you. It is not related to your subject. If this is a triangle ABC, this is side small c, this is small b, this is small a. Now I want to write what is my this angle, cosine of this angle, cos a. It is called as cosine law. What is cos a is nothing but opposite to that two sides. So what you will write? B square plus c square minus a square divided by 2bc. Similarly, tell me if I want to write cos b, then what I will write? Cos b is here. So opposite to is b. Another opposite two sides c and a. So first I will write a square plus c square minus b square divided by 2ac. Similarly, if I want to write what is cos c, then what I have to write? Then a square plus b square minus c square by 2a. Clear? You need to remember this formula. Then come to second one, your binomial expansion or binomial distribution. So, binomial distribution. For example, it is given 1 plus x to the power minus 1. 1 plus x to the power minus 1. So, what it is? 1 minus x. Okay. Similarly, if it is 1 minus x to the power minus 1, then it is 1 plus x. Clear? And it's again extension of it is nothing but this is plus x square, this is also plus x square, dot 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 dot. It will go on. Okay, this is the binomial distribution formula. Based on these two simplification formula, it's very easy to do the derivation. Now let's start. For example, this is nothing but your dipole. I'll give a small reminder. What is a dipole? Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance constitute a dipole. So equal and opposite, I consider this as plus q, this let it be minus q. Separated by a very small distance. What is that small distance? Let it be, up to now what is our assumption? The same assumption we should follow. It is 2a. The center is O. If center is O, then this distance also we can call it as a. Similarly, this distance also it will be a. Combiningly it is 2a. Clear? Now for example, at this point P, I want to find out what is my electric potential. Fine. So I want to let that point be at a distance r. Let that point be at a distance r, where we need to find out what is the potential. So to do that, what you need to do? Now join this point, because we have to find what is the potential at point P due to your plus q charge. Similarly, what is the potential at point P due to the potential charge minus q charge. So we will join this. So let it be r1, let it be r2. And how much angle it is making? Let that angle be theta. Clear? So you know what is the formula for potential at a point? It is nothing but kq by r, this much of volt. For k is your dielectric constant whose value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q is the charge and r is at a distance. Okay. And as it is a scalar quantity, there is no direction mentioned. It is a only unit of volt. Clear? Now similarly I want to find out what is my potential at this point P. So what I will write? My potential at point P, Vp equal to, this is kq. Now what is the distance from plus q? It is at distance of r1. So what I will write? 1 by r1 and plus. Now this is of charge minus q. Better you write it is k, it is plus q. So always in case of potential calculation, you need to consider the sign convention of charge. So better take k common out. For first one plus q, it is plus q by r1. For second it is minus q by what is the distance? R2. Fine. So from this, what you do? Take your kq common. Now it is 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Over. Actually this is your technical part. These are all the simplification part. Now how to find this r1? Apply the cosine law. So if I apply the cosine law, right there, apply cosine law. You better write by applying cosine law because you are a student. So write it. Then what you have to write? This is your angle theta. So cos theta equal to, what is your opposite? This is r1, this is a, this is r. So I will write it as a square plus r square minus r1 square divided by 2ar. Clear? In order to get r1 from this expression. Similarly for r2. Now if this angle is theta, what will be this angle? Obviously 180 minus theta. Similarly here also you can mention that another tip, cos of 180 minus theta equal to minus cos theta. Clear? So what I will write this angle? Cos of 180 minus theta equal to minus cos theta. So now we want to R2. So opposite to it is AR. So what we will write? A square plus R square minus AR2 square divided by 2AR. Just cosine formula only we are using, nothing else. Now let us do the simplification. For the first one, let us see what you will write. It is 2AR cos theta equal to A square plus R square minus R1 square. We want R1 square. So bring it to this side. So R1 square equal to A square plus R square minus 2AR. Clear? Now R1 square equal to, what we will do? Let us take R square common from this. If you take R square common, then what you will write? A square by R square plus 1 minus 2A cos theta by R. See, this distance of separation always, dipoles is constituted by separating two charge by a small distance. But you are measuring at a distance of R1 and R2 or R. This is far larger than this distance A. So we can neglect this A, and when you are taking again the smaller number square, it will be again and again more smaller and smaller. So hence you write as R is much greater than A. So we can neglect which term? A square by R square. Clear? So by neglecting, now what is your term? R1 square equal to R square whole into 1 minus 2A cos theta divided by R. But here what we want? 1 by R1. So if I write it 1 by R1 square. See, it is not possible. I will write it here. What I will write? R1 square equal to R square whole into 1 minus 2A cos theta divided by R. Clear? Because we have neglect our value as R is much greater than A. So we are neglecting A square by R square term as 0. So by neglecting that term only, now we are getting this factor. But we want 1 by r1. So write it 1 by r1 square equal to 1 by r square into 1 by 1 minus 2a cos theta by r. So take the root of all. So this will give you 1 by r1 equal to 1 by r. This is 1 by 1 minus 2a cos theta by r 1 by 2. Root is nothing but power of 1 by 2. Am I right? Huh? So hence we are writing this. Similarly, for your 1 by r2, what we will write directly? Can we write it directly? Huh? Let us write it. Huh? Take the snapshot. Okay. Now let us see for the second case. So when you are going for your second one, what you will write 1 by r2? Same way, take your expression here. What you will write? Minus 2ar cos theta equal to a square plus r square minus r2 whole square. You want your target is r2, so bring it to left side. So r2 square equal to a square plus r square plus 2ar cos, say r2 square equal to a square plus r square plus 2ar cos theta. Now same way, here you write r2 square equal to, take your r square as common. So what you will write? A square by r square plus 1 plus 2a cos theta divided by r. Clear? Now as your r is much greater than a, so you can neglect this part to 0. Now what is our r2 square? R2 square is nothing but r square whole into 1 plus 2a cos theta divided by r. But what is our target to find the formula? 1 by r2. So better what you will write? Take the root in both sides. So what it will becomes? R2 square is nothing but, it is R2 equal to, R square is R, this is root of, can I write it as 1 plus 2a cos theta divided by R. Root we are taking, so can I write it as 1 by 2? Fine. So 1 by R2 is our target, it is nothing but 1 by R. If you take it to denominator, it will be 1 plus 2a cos theta divided by r to the power 1 by 2. Clear? Huh? So see what we got for our 1 by r1. This is 1 by r1. Mention it as 2. Mention this equation as 3. Clear? Now let us substitute in the formula. What is our formula? Formula is nothing but our potential at point P equal to KQ 1 by R1 minus 1 by R. Clear? Now just substitute it. Before substituting, there is again one more simplification, that if you apply your binomial distribution or binomial theorem. So if you apply this, now here you can see this term, what it will come? It will be 1 by R1 equal to 1 by R. Take this term to up. So it will be 1 minus 2a cos theta by R whole to the power minus 1 by 2. Apply this formula. What is it? 1 minus x. So 1 minus x to the power, it is minus 1 by 2. Means this minus 1 comes here. Minus minus becomes plus. So what is your first term? 1 plus x. Higher order terms are neglected. So hence, by neglecting, what you will write? 1 by r, 1. Now minus minus becomes plus. This 1 by 2 will come and multiply here. Here actually this minus 1 comes and multiplied here. Similarly it is, what is the power is? Minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2, this minus. So becomes plus into 2a cos theta by r. 2 get cancelled. So what is your term now? 1 by r. 1 plus a cos theta by r. This is your 1 by r1. Clear? Similarly, if you apply your binomial expansion here, what will be the simplification? It will be 1 by r2 equal to 1 by r. Take this term to up. So what you will write? 1 plus 2a cos theta by r whole to the power minus 1 by 2. It is nothing but your extension of 1 plus x to the power minus 1. So your first term will becomes 1 minus. So it is 1 by r 1. Now bring this term multiplied here. So plus minus minus. So minus 1 by 2 into 2a cos theta by r. Higher order terms are neglected. So your 2 get cancelled. So what you are getting? 1 by r whole into 1 minus a cos theta by r. This is your 1 by r. Clear? So mention it as 4 and 5. So let us substitute the value of 1 by r1 and 1 by r2 from equation 4 and 5. Just substitute from these two equations. If you substitute, what you will get? Your potential at this point P. So V equal to, that is potential at point P you are considering, KQ. Now substitute 1 by R1, what it is? 1 by R whole into 1 plus A cos theta by R. This is minus 1 by R whole into 1 minus A cos theta by R. Keep it in rectangle box. Okay. Now let us go for simplification. See, in both the case 1 by R is common. So take it out. What we will write? KQ by R. So 1 plus A cos theta by R. Now minus 1 minus minus becomes plus A cos theta by R. Plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. So what is remaining? KQ by R. Same two term, A cos theta by R plus A cos theta by R. So it is 2A cos theta by R. Am I right? So write it as 2A cos theta by R. This is your potential at this particular point. What you will write it as? So K 2AQ cos theta by R square. Clear? Do you remember what is the formula for 2AQ? It is nothing but your dipole moment vector, the product of the charge and the distance of separation. So hence you replace this by a value of P. In bracket you mention P is nothing but 2AQ n cap. So if you substitute now, how much it is? K P cos theta by R square, this much of volt. This is your expression for potential at any particular point due to dipole. Now, your potential depends on which factor? It depends on the distance. It depends on the inverse square of the distance. Not only inverse square of the distance. Whereas your electric field depends on inverse q of the distance. There it is 1 by RQ. Do you remember? Your electric field of dipole in axial line, it is 2 kp by RQ. Whereas in the case of equatorial, it is minus kp by RQ. So here it is R square. So your electric field intensity more reduced with respect to increase in distance compared to your potential. This is one of the conceptual question. Now come to next, it is depending on the factor theta. So let us, what are the two conditions arise? One is if your theta equal to 0. So what is cos 0? 1. So now my potential equal to kp by r square. If my theta equal to pi, that is 180 degree. Cos 180 degree minus 1. What is my potential? Minus kp by r square. This much of volt. Or you already know the dot product of two terms. What you will write? AB cos theta means A dot B. Similarly, if here it is mentioned as P cos theta, then what we can write? K P, and this cos theta is nothing but what is the unit vector along this direction of OP? That is nothing but P dot n cap. Unit vector. So P dot n cap is nothing but P into 1 into cos theta. That is all P cos theta. What is that unit vector indicates? The direction along the line OP. Clear? So we can write it also Kp dot n cap by R square. This much of. So what you are concluding from this? Your dipole moment, when you are taking the electric field axially, it is varying inversely to the square of the distance. Similarly, if you are taking equatorially, it is also varying inversely to the square of the, not square, cube of the distance in both the case, axial and equatorial for electric field. But coming into the your potential, electric potential for your electric dipole, it is varying inversely to the square of the distance from the point of its center of dipole. That's what its expression is, Kp cos theta by R square. I hope you get the clarity of this derivation. Take your notebook and you try by your own, and wherever you are not getting, then you run it the videos and you can go through it. Otherwise, put the pause and just proceed 2 steps, then do the cross verification whether you are doing it correctly step by step. It is one of the important derivation for board exam point of view. Okay students, take care.